It's the middle of the week. Happy Wednesday to you. Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. Let's dive straight in with the price action analysis. So because it's the middle of the week, I thought I'd have a quick look at the weekly time frame, which you can see here. This is on Bybit. And what's interesting about this is, you can see this moves consolidation, but technically it was a weekly downtrend. Well, I didn't really call it that. It was more of a consolidation. Really, as of last week, but particularly this week, it looks like Bitcoin's going to put in a weekly higher high compared to here, right? So that's coming in at 65.5. So all eyes on 65.5 on Bybit come the end of the week, which will be Sunday night. On CME, it is, did I get that right? 65.5, it's 66.5 on Bybit. 65, no? Yeah, oh, that's weird, isn't it? There's like a $1,000 premium on CME. Oh, it's more like 66. So it's only about $500 higher than Bybit. Anyway, so yeah, CME, which will close its weekly candle in 2 days and a bit, needs to stay above what looks like about 60. Somewhere around 66,000 to then demonstrate very nicely a trending weekly move that is this. So if I include the wick, high, low, and then another, fingers crossed, higher high at some point. Obviously, it's just making its way up, but that would definitely signify, in my opinion, a couple of higher lows on the weekly time frame. So that's good, right? That's the trend. If the trend is your friend, which it generally is, you should hold it by the hand and go with it. So there we are. Yeah, that's the weekly. Obviously, it hasn't closed yet, and there's a fair bit of time to go. But I just want to check in because it's a Wednesday. Now, jumping down to the daily time frame on Bybit, you can see Bitcoin marches on up. It probably is losing a bit of momentum, but by all accounts, on this weekly time frame, you can see it has closed 2 days back above this high, which is also above that high. So that's a higher high. This has got the potential for a higher high whenever it turns back down. We have a low. We have a low, a high low, and a high low. So that's definitely an uptrend. It's the same as the weekly, it's a bit more obvious on the daily time frame. Momentum-wise, Bitcoin is going to carry up on the daily time frame, carry on upwards on the daily time frame, as long as it's closing dailies above 64,250, which is fair. It's quite a distance away from at the moment, and if I check in on the Bollinger Band, you can see there is some volatility expansion on the daily now. You can see the Bollinger Bands are widening, and you can see the 20 SMAs turning up. So that looks good for more upside. Will there be a pullback first? Well, the 4 hour, to be fair, doesn't really look like it's going to pull back straight away. Yesterday, I wasn't sure if it was going to pull back straight away or go a bit higher. Because obviously I can't predict the future. Nobody can. You can see, momentum still going to the upside, and will indeed, as long as it's closing 4 hour candles above pretty much where it is now, actually. So momentum remains to the upside. There's the 65.5 area, which is also the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. It's also this support. What should be a support area from over here would be the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. So it could easily pull back to there without upsetting this 4 hour uptrend and keeping things moving to the upside. So that all looks good, really. So you can see how the timeframes I look into, so the 4 hour daily and then weekly, sorry about that, are all kind of playing to the upside. The weekly momentum has swung back to the upside too, as long as Bitcoin closes this week, which will be in 4 days and 4.5 days, well, no, 4 days, 5 hours on Bybit above 63. So it looks pretty good for that. And you can see how it's scraped again the zero line. See the MACD. So my premise is that when the MACD is above the zero line, then momentum's to the upside, right? And on the weekly time frame, you can see it crossed above the zero line here somewhere, and momentum was very clearly to the upside. It did sweep the zero line there, and it swept the zero line again here. So very similar period of consolidation that lasts for 31 weeks. MACD sweeping the zero line. Period of consolidation that's lasted for 31 weeks. MACD swept the zero line. So momentum, is still to the upside, certainly on all of the timeframes that I've been looking at. The weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour. I think the 4 hour probably has the best, potential, or not the best potential, it's easiest to look at and identify maybe some pullback areas, should it pull back in a meaningful way, which it hasn't yet. So you can see the 382 is just coming in nicely at this wick low. That's at 64.5. So that's generally thought of as a shallow pullback in a trending move. 0.5, it's coming in at the support resistance level at 63.5. I mean, I'd be a lot more, to be honest, if it pulled back to the 236, which is this support level, which is what I said earlier, which is around it's basically around 66, so somewhere between 60, so the shallowest of pullbacks, if and when Bitcoin does pull back on these lower time frames, it's likely to see somewhere between 65.5 and 66, which coincidentally, as I said earlier, is right where the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. But more sort of Fibonacci retracement would be down to about 64.5. Don't really want to see it get much below that, because that would really put the kibosh on this beautiful uptrend that it's creating at the moment. But we'll see. There we go. That's the price action analysis done. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like and subscribe. Please share. And you can catch me on Twitter, Simon F. Martin. Take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow for Thursday. Goodbye.